Welcome to Tuber Chat. If you have less than 10,000 subscribers, then you've come to the right place. We are going to introduce you to some of the most influential content creators that can help to get your channel moving beyond your first 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 hours of watch time. Thank you everybody for coming today. I know the time is quite different. We usually don't do them this late, if you want to put it that way, or Khalid Delicious Food might say so early. But we move the times around of the live streams every single week so that we can reach new creators from around the world in different time zones. The first channel that we're looking at today is Jewel in the Kitchen, and we feature a different channel every single day on Tuber Chat based on impact and generosity that I see within the community, and for that reason I wanted to introduce you to Jewel in the Kitchen if you haven't had a chance to already connect with this channel. She's got over 1,500 subscribers right now, and hopefully we're going to push her a little bit farther and move her along on the road to 1,600. So once again, thank you everybody for coming in. Mark McEwen, thank you for coming in. That's a friend of ours from Two Pineapples. And Emotion is in the house. Thank you for coming so early. Our featured channel, Jewel in the Kitchen, is here. You can connect with them. Sam's Vlogs, Trains, and More is here. Thank you for coming in. I've already got you on the wheel. Our moderators, Be Unique and Beautiful is in the house. That's Corinne's Life and a brand new channel. And then Michael's Adventures and Scratch and Pete PA, two of the most supportive creators on all of YouTube, are always here with us as moderators. Andy from Ace Flaw 1, good to see you here. Thanks for coming in. Cooking with Miss Brown, it's always nice to see you as well. Declan Fans 2020 Official seems to always be here with us. And another previously featured channel from Tuber Chat, Designs by CAD Pro. It's good to see you back in the chat. Phase Yoda, Phase King, good to see you here. And Have Cheetah Will View is back with us again. Our dear sister Janetti's Corner is in the house, and JM Family, thank you for visiting us as well. Convoltic, it's good to see you. Thank you for coming so unbelievably early. And Kristen Marie's Life, good to see you here. Purple Tube, it's good to have you back as well. Tales of Tea is usually here with us, and the How To Lady has been here for pretty much every live stream lately, so it's great to see everybody in the house. Forgive me if I've missed anything in the chat. If you've mentioned, excuse me, a question or a comment that you meant for me to see, just be patient with me, please. I tend to fall behind, especially when we first start out and do our introductions. But if you can mention what you wanted me to see again with 3 thumbs up, it'll help me see it a little bit easier in the chat. And thank you once again. Sam's Vlogs, Trains, and More. Yes, it's very late, I know. I try not to do live streams beyond 6 p.m. in the Eastern time zone under most circumstances, and for Khalid Delicious Food it's actually 6 a.m. now, which is interesting. So again, we have creators here from all over the world in different time zones. I can tell you right now that the next 3 live streams for tomorrow, Sunday, and Monday will be 3 hours earlier than the one before. So tomorrow will be at 5 p.m., Sunday will be at 2 p.m., and Monday will be quite early at 11 a.m. Those are all Eastern times, of course, and hopefully we'll catch a lot of new channels along with familiar faces. So thank you again, everybody, for coming in. And lots of good news. Thank you, Khalid Delicious Food, for all the thumbs up. Yes, they really do help the stream, so I'll appreciate them greatly. And my dear friend Jack Dawson has already hit us up in the chat with some activity and a $10 super chat again. So thank you very much for that generous super chat, Jack Dawson. For that reason, we'll put your channel up on the screen right before we start spinning the wheel. And I do have an exciting experimental project to show everybody today. I will make that the last channel that we look at during today's live stream. So if you can't stay for the full 2 to 2.5 hours that we're going to be here today, that's absolutely understandable. I appreciate every moment everybody spends here, and I will make it the last channel that we look at for today. And by the time today's live stream is over, we will have a community post out automatically scheduled so that you can see what on earth I might be talking about. And then if you want to catch the replay afterwards, you'll be able to see what we're doing. But hopefully it's something that will benefit everybody, and hopefully everybody is doing okay. And then thank you so much, Sam's Vlogs, Trains, and More. I really do appreciate that. I try to always schedule the live streams in advance so that everybody can plan if they need to. And again, there's 38 million channels on YouTube, and that's if you happen to be there and not doing the billion other things we have to do in the world when we're not in the middle of watching YouTube. So, again, I appreciate every moment that everybody spends here. And then if anybody has the ability to share, whether it's on your community tab if you have one, or Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Reddit, or any other social network, I'll appreciate that greatly. And if you haven't already given a thumbs up, I'll appreciate those as well. They really do help the stream. And I hope everybody's always giving each other thumbs up when you're out supporting each other. I know if you're on a phone, it's a little more difficult. You got to turn the chat off to do it, but you don't lose your place. It only takes a second, and it really does help. Even I have to be reminded when I'm on a phone from time to time. And thank you, TWT TV. They were recently featured on Tuber Chat, of course. And that is I always say the first channel. I have to look and see which one came first. TWT TV and Lil Red and Bunny Tracks are two channels from the same creators. And then other than that, hopefully everybody is doing okay. So let's have a look at our dear friend Jack Dawson. One more time, this is Jewel in the Kitchen with over 1,500 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push her a little bit farther. Our featured channel for today. She's here in the chat with us, of course. So let's get to Jack Dawson. Now, when I look for this channel, and he's here for almost every live stream as well. Jack Dawson MLB The Show is what I always type in to find it, because he plays a lot of video games while he live streams most often. And there's a few different ones, but I caught him playing MLB The Show, so it sticks in my mind. And I've been lucky to catch Jack Dawson many, many times on live streams. And I say the same things all the time. But one of the things you'll find about this dynamic live stream host is that he's able to do a multitude of things all at the same time. So he does a spectacular job, first of all, with his gameplay. You know, he knows his games very well. I think he has a set schedule, actually, for which game he plays which day. And Jack Dawson, you'll have to forgive me if I'm wrong about that, but I know you have a group of video games that you go through. And the other day you were talking about a schedule. I'm not sure if that's what you meant. And then as well, he's able to commentate what's happening in the game for anybody in the chat, just in case you don't already know or are familiar with the game. And then as well, he's able to keep up with the chat and what everybody's talking about and interact with everybody, which is great, great, great stuff. And then Ace Flaw 1 is going to have some exciting stuff for us as well. And then thanks so much, JM Family. And, oh, the how-to lady, if you're mentioning to me, thank you so much for watching the videos. We try to share some information here in Tuber Chat as best I can, especially when different issues come up in the chat that we need to discuss. So hopefully you'll find nuggets of information throughout every live stream. As a matter of fact, tomorrow is episode number 170, which means we are starting to get very close to the 200 that you know I've got on my mind as well. May marks the 1-year anniversary of Tuber Chat's existence and our first live stream, so we'll find a way to celebrate that as well. During these episodes, especially the ones that I mention like that, like an anniversary episode, or particularly episode 200, I will likely bring back our dear, dear friend Vern's Junk Closet, and we will have another 2-hour conversation about all things YouTube, so you can have tips and tricks for your videos and your channels, and we will take a look at what we have learned during the last 100 episodes of Tuber Chat. And then, thank you so much. And thank you, Khalid Delicious Food, especially for being here so early. Jamie Leisman, I hope I'm pronouncing that right for you. Thank you for coming in. Hopefully you're feeling welcome. We have a lot of dynamic creators in the house. Everybody here is willing to connect, so please don't be shy. You can reach out to anybody you'd like to in the chat. If you take your time, meet people one by one, and follow the instructions that you'll find in our video description, you will find yourself with some new friends and family members for your channel in no time, if that's what you would like. I do want to ask everybody to have a look at our video description at least once a week. I don't expect you to read it every day, but I do update it with new information at least once a week. So if you haven't been here for a few days, might be an idea just to skim over in case we learn new things or have new information for everybody's benefit there. And thank you, everybody, for the kind words and for the well wishes on, you know, that anniversary coming up. It's still a while away, a little bit less than 2 months, and episode number 200 should follow it. So I always get very, very excited about that stuff because I can bring you something a little bit different and a lot of fun. Let's spin the wheel, and I'm going to put our moderators on right away today. Usually I make them wait a little while, but we'll give some recognition to our moderators. Most of you know by now that I have very few. Just Vlogging Life has been an unbelievably generous and supportive creator who's been part of our family for quite some time now. Now, they have a premiere coming up in 2 hours. So my guess is that we may be able to raid that. So we'll try. We'll see what's happening when we're finished. Tuber Chat usually lasts between 2 and 2.5 hours. So we'll see where we're at in another hour and 45 minutes or so. But they have been an unbelievably supportive creator. You see their channel every single day here on Tuber Chat for that reason. They happen to be a gold member, and their link will be dropped by Nightbot every 30 minutes or so, as we will soon see. So with 462 subscribers, I'm hoping we can push this channel a little bit farther and get them rolling towards the 500 that we know is on their mind. And then Andy's back to filming. Very, very cool. That is Andy from Ace Flaw 1. And once again, thank you everybody for the kind words. And then the how-to lady, thank you so much. Is it true that Google adds you be on your best behavior? I wonder if you meant to say, Andy, is it true that Google asks you to be on your best behavior? I don't know about that exactly. I just, as you're running your channel, your videos, and your live streams, you have to make decisions for yourself about what you want to put out there, because you got to remember, the internet is written in ink. You cannot take it back. And I'll tell you something else. You know, the robot that I use to determine who goes on the wheel and when also keeps track of the chat and everything that's ever said and stuff like that. You know, it's all public information. But even if a message is deleted, it still is in the system. It's in the algorithm and stuff like that. Not that that matters. I'm just saying that you always want to be aware when you make decisions for what you're going to do in your videos and on your channel. Your behavior, let's just say, as a part of it, you got to remember that you can't take it back. It is written in ink. Once you cross the line, you've crossed it, and that's it. So, other than that, hopefully everybody is doing well. I did say we were going to add our moderators. We're going to get that going right now. And thank you, Two Boys and Their Pops, for coming in. I was lucky enough to catch them on a live stream yesterday. Let me make sure I'm getting that right. Yes, there we go. Be Unique and Beautiful. That is Corinne's life. She's always here as a member and a moderator, as a matter of fact, but with different accounts. We can catch her today on Be Unique and Beautiful. Pardon me just for 1 second. I'll be right back, and we will spin the wheel. I noticed as well that just a few moments ago, Khalid Delicious Food was talking about swapping playlists. So yes, if anybody in the house is willing to swap playlists for the purpose of gaining watch hours, then please just simply say, I am willing to swap playlists. Other creators should reach out to you, and if you see somebody say that, please reach out to them. Everybody's free to make those arrangements independently and individually. Jack Dawson will be willing to do that for sure, and many other creators that are in the house. When I look for the channel Emotion, I search Emotion New Soul R&B. And this is how I find it the easiest. You want to match that avatar while you're searching for this channel. When we have channels that have popular names or popular words in their names, they can struggle with the search results. And so you are doing an unbelievable favor to a creator by searching, finding, and clicking on them. FamBam Expat US, good to see you here. Thank you for coming in. And then Shutterbug Infinity, thanks for coming in. Good to see you here. Phase Yoda, Phase King, I hope I welcomed you earlier. And then thank you, Scratch and Pete, for reminding everybody to give a thumbs up. Yes, absolutely. And share if you can. So Emotion is a musical channel, as you would imagine. And hopefully everybody has had a chance to connect with them. If you haven't already, we see this channel almost every single live stream. They've got 249 subscribers. Any moment now, they are going to have 250 and be halfway on that road towards the 300 that we know should be on their mind. Hey, Andy Ace Flaw 1 is getting a haircut tomorrow. I'm not, so you get to look at my hat for the next 4 days again, and we'll see where we are next week. And then Sam's Vlogs Trains More did a green screen video today for the first time. Very, very cool. Khalid Delicious Food is making breakfast for me. It's going to take a little while to get over here from the other side of our planet. But that's kind of you, Khalid Delicious Food. And then Declan Fans 2020 Official has exciting stuff going on as well. Very, very cool. So let's think about spinning the wheel again. I'm trying to take my time and go a little bit slower than I usually do today, so that we can get a really good look at these channels. JetLife777, thank you for coming in. We're going to look at Artfully Blind with Diana, and that happens to be another gold member, so we'll see her link dropped every 30 minutes or so by Nightbot starting soon. We look at this channel every day. And she is a very dynamic host, as most of you can see, even in some of her thumbnails, as well as if you've had a chance to catch her in any of her videos. JetLife777, let's get you onto the wheel. And then thank you, Phase Yoda, Phase King. The how-to lady. I tried to be. It was either to do this or go into a full-time career with comedy, right? Maybe that would have been the thing. But I'm in my happy place when we're doing Tuber Chat. You notice that I don't live stream on Tuesday, Wednesday, or Thursday. And that's because, like a lot of other creators, I have another gig. I got a full-time shtick, if you want to call it that. And for a few days a week, I got to be out and, for the most part, away from a computer a lot of times. So, Tuber Chat runs Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. And then, like I keep saying, the times change, always. But hopefully you enjoy the time that we're here. But I always look forward to Tuber Chat by the time Friday comes around. So, hopefully everybody's enjoying it today. Meeting new friends and family members. Now, I did say that today at the end of the live stream, I'm going to show you a new channel. It's an experimental project that I'm going to run. So we'll see what happens with that. But Stream Elements is starting to drop the link there. So it says new copyright-free music for your YouTube videos. So yes, I will be releasing copyright-free music for everybody. Not a lot. We'll put out a song a week. It will grow over time. There's a few up there right now that you can use, and it shows you how to get a hold of it. You can use it from Spotify. It's available on all the regular platforms, and of course a YouTube channel as well. And hopefully everybody will find that useful. And Protect Sports Network. See, he did a name change not too long ago. It was Protect Sports, and now has changed to Protect Sports Network. And so thank you for coming in. You are, in fact, monetized. That is good news. Are you going to do a are you going to do a specific celebration live stream? I hope I haven't missed one if you're going to plan one. I'm just curious. I'm just making a note for myself so that I can make sure to catch you. I'm lucky because I happen to catch him on both of his channels, actually. ALOT is his other channel, but I've been able to catch him on several live streams. and hopefully I'll be able to catch you soon. But I'm just curious if you're going to do a monetization celebration, as a lot of creators do, because I always want to be there. That's a message for everybody in the chat. If you get monetized, please make sure that I know, and then please make sure I know if you're going to do a monetization celebration, as we see a lot of creators do. Here's ProTech Sports Network. Now I'm just putting it up right away due to that super chat, so thank you very much. Absolutely unnecessary, but very much appreciated. JM Family, please put you on because you're going to House and Back. Do you mean on the... I'm assuming you're asking me about going on the screen or the wheel. And if that's the case, that's okay. You are tomorrow at 3 p.m. This will actually be right before Tuber Chat. 3 p.m. Saturday. Okay, I'm going to double check and make sure. Have you got that already scheduled? I'm just going to look again. I thought I saw something scheduled. This is something else. 6 p.m. for me. I wonder if that's what you're referencing. But that's okay. I'll keep my eyes open anyway. I will make sure that I get there. ProTech Sports Network is willing to swap places as well. Playlists. Anybody who's willing to swap playlists can simply say so in the chat. Ecstasy is in the house. They're willing to swap as well. And we know that Khalid Delicious Food is willing. And then you can reach out to anybody that you see say that. Please don't be shy. Everybody's free to make those arrangements independently and individually. When I talk about the wheel and how that works and how I put channels up on the screen, what happens is I have a robot here called Bottissimo, and you've seen it go through the chat with a few messages. Particularly, it welcomes anybody that's brand new, and then once in a while sends a little message here and there. And it has this feature, for those of you who live stream and want to have a look, where it keeps track of how active everybody is in the chat. It's not just about how long you're here. So what happens is when I need names for the wheel, which I will shortly, I will go over to my robot and see where everybody's ranking. And then I'll put everybody in order that way. So JM Family is actually going to come up right away, and then I'll keep adding as time goes on. The Moon Goddess Oracle, thank you for coming in. And Janetti's Corners, willing to swap playlists as well. Oh, you'll have it scheduled. Okay, you'll do another one. So you're going to do 2 live streams tomorrow. Very cool. And I saw another one scheduled already. So it's good to see you're proactive about getting stuff scheduled in advance. I wish I would do a better job. I've been slipping lately. I try to always have our live stream scheduled in advance so everybody can plan. I'll get the rest of this weekend's live streams. Tomorrow's is scheduled and ready to go. I'll get the rest of them done tomorrow morning. Norfolk Dashcam is another gold member. We're going to have a look at this channel. Now, I know that they are not able to make it into today's live stream just because we're so far off from their time zone, way beyond, must be midnight or beyond by now. So that's okay. This is a channel that's with us all the time, and another one who, like I said, is a gold member. We look at this channel every day. Their link will be dropped every 30 minutes or so by Nightbot, as we will soon see. With 692 subscribers, they're getting very close to 700, and I'm hoping we can push them a little bit closer right now. Other than that, hopefully everybody's doing okay. Hopefully I haven't missed too much in the chat. If you've mentioned a question or a comment that you meant for me to see, just please mention it again with 3 thumbs up. I'll appreciate your patience, and I will try to catch it the next time around. So for those of you who are not in the United States, now we're all facing a situation where you have to take care of some special tax information. So I'm not going to go too far into that right now because there's a lot of information flying around and a lot of people in a panic, and I do not want to give any information that's not 100% accurate. But what I will recommend to everybody is please please make sure you really read and understand what's happening. It's not really that much of a big deal. I mean, it's just making sure that the United States government can withhold a tiny amount of taxes if it's appropriate. But you want to make sure it's the right amount. AV Automatic Victory, good to see you here. And thank you for coming in. I was lucky to catch them on a live stream yesterday as well. JM Family, one of our moderators knocked your message out because we don't do any self-promotion here. I've already got you on the wheel, and I did mention it. Most 6510 models, good to see you here. Thank you for coming in. Oh, the Moon Goddess Oracle says she does taxes. They have been slammed. So, yeah, I'm sure people are asking questions like crazy. And like I said, I don't want to get too far into that right now. There are a ton of creators, you know, trying to make videos about how to do it and this and that, but you got to be careful. I've also heard of people just, you know, kind of putting in any number that they think into some of the fields just to try to get it to work, and I don't know if that's the best idea. Oh, and then Be Unique and Beautiful, that's Corinne's Life. Yeah, I'm always open to, you know, conversation and, of course, questions. I hope nobody will ever be shy to ask me a question if you have one, or share information with me that you think I can share with everybody else. But I wanted to really take my time and make sure that I get the tax stuff right. So I will probably take time tomorrow to have a look. We're not in a panic. We've got time to do it, but you probably want to get it done sooner than later. Bugsy Cruiser, good to see you here. And thank you so much for another generous super chat. I really do appreciate that. For that reason, I'll put your channel up next before we spin the wheel again. Let's get that done right now because I see that I'm falling behind in the chat again. So this is Bugsy Cruiser, who comes over to us from Periscope and Twitter and was already live streaming over there, and now is got a YouTube channel moving very, very rapidly, as a matter of fact, with 490 subscribers now. I'm hoping we'll push this channel a little bit closer to the 500 that we know they're thinking about, and halfway to the magical 1K. And Mo 6510 Models, thank you so much for the super chat as well. For that reason, your channel will go up next before I continue spinning the wheel. Once again, our featured channel for today is Jewel in the Kitchen, and hopefully everybody will connect with them if you haven't already. And Two Boys and Their Pops just dropped something on us as well. I keep falling behind in the chat here. GA Girl, I Am Every Woman, the Dream Team, another previously featured channel, is here. Thank you for coming in. And the Psycho Ducky, good to see you here. Thanks for coming in. Dine with Faith, it's good to have you back as well. Oh yeah, and Two Boys and Their Pops, my pleasure. I was happy to catch you. You always, I've caught you a couple of times now, and you always have like a really engaging conversation going on, which is great. I was looking at, you had a couple of other creators on your panel, and you know, the channel's name is Two Boys and Their Pops. And for those of you who haven't already seen like those pop figures that are so popular as a collectible, I think I only have one. I have Napoleon Dynamite, but it's always interesting to see that stuff, and other members of my family are much more into those than me. So I'm always interested to see these huge collections. Oh, and then Phase Yoda, Phase King. I haven't done a Discord yet because I haven't found a way that I can give everybody real value with it. Although we do have a Reddit set up, so there's a subreddit for us. And if I can think of how to provide value with a Discord, then I'll think about it. You're not the first person who's asked, so it's on my mind as a thought. But the other truth is that I'm not very active on Discord myself either, so I want to make sure that I'm helping everybody utilize things and maximize their time. Oh, you've got another, and Two Boys and Their Pops has another interesting interview with another actress tomorrow, which is great, great stuff. So obviously there's a lot for everybody to look forward to there. So one more time, Bugsy Cruiser, thank you for your super chat again. That's a very generous creator, and Mo6510 models we're going to look at right now. So thank you for your super chat as well. And pretty soon we'll get back to spinning the wheel. Hopefully everybody will check out this channel. They are doing spectacularly with 4,830 or so subscribers already. Hopefully we can push them a little bit farther to towards the 49 and almost 5,000 that they'll be thinking of. Simplistic Motivation, good to see you here. Thank you for coming in. And Fazio the Face King is willing to swap playlists as well. So one of the things that we want to think about as well, I know today is mostly familiar faces. We've got a couple of newcomers here to Tuber Chat, which I'm always happy to see, so thank you. And thank you, Simplistic Motivation, for reminding everybody to thumbs up. When we have new channels that come into the chat and we start talking about things like swapping playlists and connecting, visiting each other's houses and stuff like that, if you find any creators that are not connecting the right way, either on short videos or the comments are bad, or you know they're not swapping playlists right, stuff like that, please reach out to me on Instagram. It's the network where I'm most active these days. It's all one word, Tuber Chat, of course, and then I will be happy to discreetly reach out to that creator on either here in the chat or outside, just to make sure we get everybody on the same page. It's usually a misunderstanding. Somebody who hasn't quite been through either a live stream like this, or certainly not one with such strict rules and structure. So we just want to get everybody on the same page so that everybody is supporting everybody to the fullest. And Neon Vacation, thank you so much for the super chat. That is that a brand new channel to Tuber Chat? Or am I mistaken? Coming and firing right there. So thank you so much for that. For that reason, I'm going to put your channel up on the screen right before we start spinning the wheel again. We are going to look at Two Boys and Their Pops in another moment. And Mo6510 Models, thank you one more time for your super chat as well. Let's get Two Boys and Their Pops up there. I don't want to fall behind too far. And we will soon get back to spinning the wheel of doom. And oh, Happy Jer, Happy Lux is raiding us. Oh my goodness, that's going to be interesting, because Happy Lux does another live stream where you're able to connect with people the same way you do here, but his is much more fast paced. So he's always got music playing, a video game going, lots of people in the chat, and everybody connects the same way that we do here. Alma Francisco, thank you for coming in. Good to see you here. And Cooking with Miss Brown, I don't think I welcomed you, but it's good to have you back in the chat, so thank you for coming in. And pardon me while I try to catch up with the chat. Lizzie Pagaran, good to see you in the house. My Video Flow, good to see you here as well. Thank you for coming in. Hopefully all our raiders are feeling welcome. Amalia Basilio, good to see you here. We have a lot of dynamic creators in the house, and everybody's willing to connect, so please don't be shy. You can reach out to anybody you'd like to in the chat, and if you take your time, meet people one by one and follow the instructions that you'll find in our video description, you'll find yourself with some new friends and family members for your channel in no time, if that's what you would like. Very similar to what you do over there in Happy Lux's live streams as well. He's got, forgive me, I know you're well over 14,000 subscribers. I think he actually hit 15. 14 or 15,000 subscribers on one channel. And then Happy Jur is the second channel from my dear friend, and he's already got thousands of subscribers over there as well. Two Boys and Their Pops, thank you one more time for your super chat. I really do appreciate that. With over 1,000 subscribers, they've got it locked in with about 1,050 or so. I'm hoping we can push this channel a little bit farther. They're halfway on their road to the 1,100 that we know that they're thinking about. So we've got one more channel to look at for a quick second here. I will show everybody Happy Lux. And thank you one more time for the raid. Cooking with Tita, good to see you here. Thank you for coming in. Hopefully you're feeling welcome. Lots and lots of creators. Neon Vacation, you're coming right up. And thank you again for your super chat. I really do appreciate that. So you're a new connection for Tuber Chat with well over 1,000 subscribers. You got that nice and locked in. Well over 1,100, almost 1,200 as a matter of fact, which is great. So Because you're a new connection, I do not watch videos or subscribe while I live stream. What I'm going to do is take one of your latest videos here, this 11-minute one, add it into my watch later list. What that will allow me to do is after the live stream today, in the next 24 hours, I'll go through my watch later list. I will watch your video in full. I'll leave you a meaningful, genuine comment related to the content of this video, and I will give you a thumbs up, of course. Subscribe, turn your notification bell on, as I do for all creators, and then we will be connected, and hopefully you're subscribed to Tuber Chat now and you have our notification bell on as well, so you don't miss our further live streams. We're always here Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday, but the times change so that we can meet different creators from around the world in different time zones. I'm just going to show everybody Happy Lux, where our raiders are coming from. And Artfully Blind with Diana, thank you for coming in. She's a gold member, so as a matter of fact, we already saw her channel about 10 minutes ago. Nika's World, good to see you here. JM Family, yes, and you're still on the wheel. Hopefully you're still meeting new friends and family members. Bibek Pudel, good to see you here. Thank you for coming back in. It's been a little while, but it's good to have you back in the house. And then again, like I said, if anybody notices like creators not connecting the right way, please reach out to me on Instagram and I can try to address it. And then as well, what you'll find is that when there's brand new channels in the chat, a lot of the people who've been here many times before won't go to brand new channels right away because they want to see how you interact with everybody first to make a judgment call as to whether you might be genuine before they will connect with you. So the best success here in Tuber Chat is by reaching out to other creators, supporting them first. The best advice that I have for everybody in the chat is to get a conversation started with somebody in the chat before connecting with them. Make sure that they're still here. 60 to 70% of our people are on a phone, which means they're in and out of the chat constantly, visiting channels and watching videos. So you want to be mindful of that. This is Happy Lux, my dear friend, who has raided us today again and has got over 15,000 subscribers. I knew he was close, but he obviously has passed it now. And always has an interactive live stream similar to what we're doing here, where you can connect and meet more friends and family members. So let's spin the wheel. We'll get our next channel up and moving. And forgive me if I've missed anything in the chat. If anybody's mentioned a question or a comment that you meant specifically for me to see, just please mention it again with 3 thumbs up, and it will help me see it a little bit easier. And I will keep my eyes open and try to catch it the next time around. This is Sam's Vlogs Trains and More, who's always in the chat with us, happens to be a member and a very loyal, dedicated, and supportive creator. And hopefully all our new raiders that came in from Happy Lux are feeling welcome. And like I said, we have a lot of dynamic creators in the house. Everybody's willing to connect, so please don't be shy. You can reach out to anybody you'd like to in the chat. If you take your time, meet people one by one, and follow the instructions that we'll find in our video description, you'll find yourself with some new friends and family members for your channel in no time, if that's what you would like. And then Sam's Vlogs, Trains, and More recently did a green screen video. And actually, one of the things that I talk about being so great here on YouTube is when we see creators supporting each other the way that right now we see there's a shout out video right here. It's the first thing we see from Sam's Vlogs, Trains, and More, shouting out one of our supporters and moderators, Scratch and Pete PA. So it's interesting to see that kind of stuff. I love seeing creators doing shout-out videos for each other and things like that. If anybody has done a shout-out video for Tuber Chat, for instance, then please make sure that I know, because we put those on our front page. And you'll see a couple of shelves for those kind of videos there as well. So obviously, Sam's Vlogs, Trains, and More is a very supportive creator with over 1,120 subscribers. He's well on his way towards the 1,200 that we know is on his mind. Hopefully, we'll push him a little bit farther today. Badeki Lajard, I hope I'm pronouncing that right. I don't know if there's any chance that I'm pronouncing that right. I hope I'm getting it close for you. Oh, and Sam's Vlogs, Trains, and More will be putting that video out soon. Very, very cool. And Simplistic Motivation, yes, thank you for reminding everybody. Thank you to the moderators for reminding everybody to give a thumbs up Khalid Delicious Food just keeps making me laugh. You're probably stressing everybody out over the numbers in the chat, but I know that Khalid Delicious Food has a small bit of a language barrier there as well, so that's why I don't harp on Khalid Delicious Food too much for that stuff. So Happy Lux, thank you for that. Don't worry about the numbers in the chat. We for the most part we let them go, and then we just remind everybody. If you're going to use numbers of any kind, just please spell them with words. But that was like a cajillion, trillion, whatever it was that Khalid Delicious Food was talking about. So thank you very much, my dear, dear, dear friend. 2 pineapples is in the house. Let's get them onto the wheel right away. And I will spin the wheel and we'll get to our next channel. And Sam's Vlogs Trains and Mort says he has another video coming out on Sunday. So we've got something to look forward to. Very, very good stuff. And thank you, Bibek Pudel. So JetLife777 is coming up right now. This is another previously featured channel from Tuber Chat. And like I said, we feature a different channel on Tuber Chat every single day based on impact and or generosity or both that we see within the community. And that gives you well over 100, probably over 150 now, opportunities to meet generous creators, loyal and dedicated supporters, even when we're not live streaming. And then, so Mark McEwen, who's in the chat, comes to us from 2 Pineapples, our dear, dear friends. And I appreciate that too. It always helps when we have more creators coming in, whether it's word of mouth or whether we share. If you have the ability on a community tab or Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Reddit, or any other social network, of course, I'll appreciate that always. And the thumbs up really do help the stream, so I always appreciate those as well. JetLife777 is closing in on the 500 subscriber mark. They've got 446 right now, so I'm hoping we can push them over maybe even 450. And 2 Pineapples is bringing back our classic retro tune for the wheel. And then Neon Vacation has nice things to say about 2 Boys and their pops, which is always great to see. And hopefully everybody will rally around JetLife777 and we'll get this channel moving a little bit farther. They will very soon be halfway to the magical 1K mark that we all think about. And I will think about adding some more names to the wheel in another moment. And then, yes, anybody that's willing to swap playlists can simply say, I am willing to swap playlists. And that's for the purpose of gaining watch hours. As well, one thing I can tell you is that... the wheel didn't work right there, but that's okay. Happy Lux has a program within his memberships. Obviously, he's fully monetized, right, with 15,000 subscribers. And he can help with watch hours, if you'd like to look at that as well. Action Point Gaming, good to see you here. Thank you for coming in. And then Cooking with Tita, thank you so much for the time that you spent. I'll ask the moderators to let a little bit of that go today because we had a raid from Happy Lux. And even though our live streams are similar in the way that we allow people to connect, the procedure is a little bit different. So we'll let a few things slide, like the, come and leave a message for me and stuff like that, just for that reason. And then, other than that, hopefully everybody is doing okay, meeting new friends and family members. This is JM Family, so luckily we've got them back with us again today. Hopefully we'll be seeing much more of them as well. With 433 subscribers, I'm hoping we can push this channel a little bit farther towards 440 or so. And they will be moving on their road towards the 500 halfway mark as well. Looks like we've got some more action in the chat. I'm desperately reading this name to make sure that I can pronounce it to the best of my ability. I wonder if it's Badesky Lajard. I hope I'm pronouncing that right for you. And thank you so much for your super chat. I really do appreciate that. For that reason, we're going to put your channel up next. And then I see that Jewel in the Kitchen has donated $5 as well. So thank you so much, Jewel in the Kitchen, for your super chat. I really do appreciate that. Of course, we've looked at that channel already. Jewel in the Kitchen is our featured channel for today. So hopefully everybody will rally around them and connect with them if you haven't already. JM Family's got a lot of variety on their channel, as we can see, and I'm looking forward to getting to know this channel better. But it's great to have you back in the chat with us, so thank you for that. And again, Badesky Lajard, I hope I'm pronouncing that right. Fully monetized channel, so thank you for coming in. Thank you for your super chat again. Oh, what did I miss something there? Oh, Cooking with Tita. Yeah, no, that's okay. You're all good. Here in the chat, in Tuber chat, sometimes I tend to be, well, not sometimes, all the time. We tend to be very, very strict when it comes to self-promotion. Tuber chat works the opposite of a lot of other live streams where you might say, hey, everybody, come and get me and I'll get back to you. It won't work here. What happens in Tuber chat is everybody's expecting to subscribe to your channel after you subscribe to theirs. So the best success is always found in visiting a channel first, watching their video, giving them a comment, subscribing, giving thumbs up, turning the bell on, then coming back and letting them know that you've done that. Then they will do the same thing for you. But I appreciate everybody being here, especially from our, you know, now that we've got a raid from Happy Lux and we've got a lot of newcomers here in the chat. I really do appreciate that. And I appreciate everybody hanging out. And you'll just find that things work just the smallest bit different, but it's very similar. And like I said, you will find a lot of generous, loyal, and dedicated supporters here. And then thank you for everybody giving the thumbs up and reminding each other. I really do appreciate that. Action Point Gaming, thank you so much for the kind words. So I did say I was going to add some more names to the wheel, so let's get that done right now. Ace Flaw 1 has been here. He's actually been with Tuber Chat from the very beginning. This is Andy. He's been connected to me for probably a year because he was with me even before Tuber Chat started live streaming last spring. So hopefully everybody will rally around Ace Flaw 1, Andy, and connect with them. He's got over 3,000 subscribers, as we'll soon see. And let's get Phasio to Phase King onto the wheel. And then I will spin. Badesky Lajard, I still hope I'm pronouncing that right for you. I do not watch videos or subscribe while I live stream. So what I'm going to do is take one of your latest videos. I'll take a 10-minute one if I can find one. I'll take this 13-minute one here, and I will add this into my watch later list. What that will allow me to do is after the live stream today, I will go through my watch later list in the next 24 hours. I'll watch your video in full. I'll leave you a meaningful, genuine comment related to the content of that video, and I'll give you a thumbs up and subscribe and turn your notification bell on, as I do for all creators. And then we will be connected. Hopefully you're subscribed to Tuber Chat as well and you have our notification bell on so you don't miss our further live streams. We're always here Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday, but the times change so that we can meet different creators from around the world in different time zones. Let's spin. We'll get another channel up here. And like I said earlier in the live stream, especially for those of you who've come in since we started, I will be introducing a new channel at the end of today's live stream. So just in case you can't stay the whole time and want to go back and catch the replay just to see what on earth I'm talking about, I'll make it the very last channel that we look at today. It's an experimental project where you're going to be able to access some copyright-free music for your videos. So we'll look at that later. The How-To Lady is here with 142 subscribers. She's here for almost every live stream now, so I'm hoping everybody will rally around this channel as a loyal and dedicated supporter and push them a little bit farther towards the 150 they're thinking about right now on the way to 200. Judalyn Vlog, good to see you back in the house. Thank you for coming in. Oh, and then thank you so much. Badesky Lajard, thank you for that. 49-cent Range Hamilton, another fellow Canadian, is in the house. Thanks for coming in. Good to see you here. And then one of the things I just want to remind everybody as well, while we think about connecting with each other, the idea, you know, of course, is everybody here is expecting to subscribe to your channel after you subscribe to theirs. But you might want to get a conversation started with somebody before connecting, just to get an idea. First of all, make sure they're here, because if somebody's on a phone, they're coming in and out of the chat constantly, right? But getting a conversation going will give you the opportunity to feel out a creator and see if they're going to be a loyal, dedicated supporter for you before you start connecting. My pleasure, Judalyn Vlogs. Georgia Bulldogs, another previously featured channel who's been with Tuber Chat for over 100 episodes now. Maybe even over 150. Georgia Bulldogs has been here with us for a long time. Tina Zone, thank you for coming in. And forgive me if I've missed anybody in the chat. I certainly don't mean to. As long as you're still active, of course, I'll get around to everybody. If you've mentioned something in the chat that I missed, then... oh, you're from Houston, Texas. Well, yeah, but 49-cent range Hamilton, are you not here? My understanding was you were here in Canada. Are you in Canada now? Or was I mistaken about that the whole time? I always thought you meant Hamilton as in Hamilton here. I thought you were here with us in Canada. Oh, Sam's Vlogs Trains and More is telling me I've set the wrong time for a live stream. I did that once before. Lizzie Pagaran, thanks for hanging out. Let's just make sure. What have I got here? 5 a.m. Oh my goodness. Thank you, Sam's Vlogs Trains and More. Two Pineapples and I were talking actually offline. We talk almost once a week now about different things. And one of the things is that, you know, it's okay to make simple mistakes here and there. And Sam's Vlogs Trains and More has caught me twice now doing this. I accidentally set the time 12 hours early. That would have been a terrible mistake. People would have showed up and I'd be snoring. But thank you for pointing that out, so we're all good now. And Aloha's Vlog, thank you so much for the thumbs up. And then Ace Flaw 1, Andy's connecting to everybody while the dogs are barking, which is cool. Obviously, the How-To Lady has as much to be learned from as entertained and inspired by on her channel. So I hope everybody will connect with the How-To Lady. And like I said, with 142 subscribers, she is getting moving towards that 200. We are now going to look at one of the most supportive creators on all of YouTube. This is Scratch and Pete PA, who has been with Tuber Chat. I have to go back. I don't know why I can't keep this in my mind, how long it's been. Scratch and Pete PA has been with Tuber Chat for a long time. And is a dedicated moderator for us. You know, I make a big deal about moderators because we don't have very many. You'll see in the chat today we have Be Unique and Beautiful, Scratch and PPA, and Michael's Adventures. Happy Lux as well is here. Happy Lux is somebody who I've been connected to for well over a year and helped me gain hundreds of friends and family members for Tuber Chat before we even started live streaming. Mind Your Money, good to see you here. Thanks for coming in. And so Scratch and Pete PA, like I said, has been with us for a long time. I hope everybody will rally around this channel, first of all, for everything that they do for the Tuber Chat community here. And then as well, he has an interactive series going on his channel and often premieres, usually on Tuesdays. The videos are released every Tuesday. Some are premiered, some are released. And they're interactive videos, and what is able to happen is you can vote on the content of next week's video if you follow Scratch and PPA on Instagram, Twitter, or Facebook. So I recommend to everybody to first of all subscribe to Scratch and PPA, because like I said, he's an unbelievably supportive creator that I think everybody needs to know. And then as well, you can have a lot of fun interacting with the content and looking forward to what's coming out in the next video after you have your influence by following him on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook as well. Michael's Adventures is another unbelievably supportive creator that has always lived by the mentality of giving much more than they expect to receive. We see it all the time. And this is one of the reasons why I was drawn to Michael's adventures here in the Tuber Chat community, and was happy when he decided to come on as a moderator for us. Like I said, we have very, very few, and there's reason for that. And hopefully everybody will rally around Michael's adventures and connect with him as well. And then, other than that, looks like everybody's doing okay. You almost missed breakfast this morning? 2 pineapples. And then, yeah, hopefully everybody's doing okay. I got to get some more channels on the wheel here. So Khalid Delicious Food comes to us from way, way, way far across the world. And as a matter of fact, I was worried today that Khalid Delicious Food wouldn't be able to make it because the live stream was too late. As a matter of fact, for Khalid Delicious Food, it is too early. So they were able to be here at 6. It started at 6 a.m. So it's about 7 a.m. for them now. So it's interesting, right? All of us as YouTube creators and you know, running our channels have followers, if you want to call it that, as well as friends and family members for our channels that come from all over the world in different time zones and things like that. Blood Dragoon, good to see you here. Thank you for coming in. And Dine with Faith is still hanging out. Very, very cool. Thank you for hanging out. Like I said, I appreciate every moment that everybody spends here in Tuber Chat. There are over 38 million channels to choose from on YouTube, and that's just when you're online. There's a billion other things to do when you're not here. So hopefully you get value out of the time that you spend here, and I really appreciate everybody coming and hanging out. Hopefully you meet lots of friends and family members while you're here. So Khalid Delicious Food has 1,790 subscribers. They're going to have 1,800 anytime now. I'm hoping we can push them there, maybe even today, but certainly this weekend. Haha, it's Pepsi time. Washington County News Station, Utah has walked in the house. Thank you so much for that super chat. We will get Washington County News Station, Utah, my dear friend who loves giving me Pepsis. And just so you know, just so everybody knows, now, you know, obviously I'm not going to run out and get a Pepsi right this second, but the first time that Washington County News Station, Utah sent me a super chat for a Pepsi like that, I swear to you, I went the next day, bought a Pepsi, screenshotted it, or took a picture of it and sent it to make sure that they knew that I did. So thank you again for that. Washington County News Station, Utah always has interesting content. They take us out on search and rescues as well as exploring around Utah. And as a matter of fact, today, was it today or was it yesterday? I was on the a live stream with them watching a snowstorm, if you could believe it, in southern Utah, which was very unique, I think. And right just as his live stream was going on, we saw somebody getting pulled over, and I don't know if it was an accident. I think you said it was an accident. There's always activity. There's always something interesting happening. So hopefully everybody will connect with this channel. With 1,600 subscribers, they are moving along nicely, and we'd love to push them a little bit farther on their road towards 1,700. Oh, it was today. It was this morning. Forgive me, Washington County News Station, Utah. I had a different week this week, and a couple of the days seemed to blend together for me. That's the reason why Tuber Chat's so late today. Usually I don't do them quite this late, but I had to maneuver my my work schedule around. But I'm glad everybody's here. I'm glad everybody's connecting. Sydney Johnson TV, I hope I'm pronouncing that right for you. Hopefully you're feeling welcome. We have a lot of dynamic creators in the house. Everybody's willing to connect, so please don't be shy. You can reach out to anybody you'd like to in the chat, and if you take your time, meet people one by one and follow the instructions that you'll find in our video description, you'll find yourself with some new friends and family members for your channel in no time if that's what you would like. Oh, very cool. Two Boys and Their Pops has some interesting stuff coming up. Jewel in the Kitchen is our featured channel for today. Hopefully everybody will connect with them if you haven't already. And every day we feature a different channel on Tuber Chat based on impact and or generosity or both that we see here in the chat. So I'm going to take a break just for a couple of minutes, refresh my drink, try to get my voice back in action here. And I will be back in a couple of minutes. We will spin the wheel. Okay, thank you everybody for your patience. We are back in action. Let's spin the wheel right away and see who our next channel is going to be. Thank you to Pineapples for playing with our custom emojis and asking everybody to share out the stream. And thank you everybody for the kind words in the chat as well. Let's look at FaZe Yoda FaZe King. This is another channel that recently found Tuber Chat just over the last couple of weeks and has been back with us again and again with well over 2,300 subscribers. We can hopefully push this channel a little bit farther and get them rolling. They are already on the road to 2,400, but hopefully we can push them a little bit farther. And one of the things we want to think about here in the chat, I know we have a few new channels here today, so we have a specific procedure. Ever since about September of last year, YouTube has been purging and glitching and taking all kinds of stuff, including views, watch hours, likes, everything. Even subscribers, as most of us have seen. So we have to do everything we can to support each other while we're connecting to try to slow that down, if not stop it. And one of the things that's very important is to make sure that we're always watching videos that are at least 3 minutes long. If you watch a 1-minute video or only 1 minute of any video or even only 3 minutes of any video, it may not be enough and YouTube will likely take your connection away. It should be a full video that you're watching, at least 3 minutes long. If not, 4, 5, or 6 minutes is even better. What I recommend doing is taking a second video, adding it into your watch later list as well, so that at any time after the live stream, even when you go to bed at night, you can just let that list run. And what you're doing is showing YouTube that you cared so much about that creator's content that you went back for a second video already. And you can do that for everybody that you connect with here in Tuber Chat. You should be able to connect with anywhere from 8 to 10 creators per hour for the time that you spend here in Tuber Chat. Any more than that, any faster than that is too fast, and you'll probably lose them within the next day or two, and we don't want to see that happen to anybody. And then, other than that, hopefully everybody is otherwise doing okay. And like I said, we're looking at FaZe Yoda FaZe King. And Mark McEwen is reminding us that they come over from Two Pineapples, which has become a dear friend. Like I said, I really enjoy when people share information with me. Now, if you have questions that you think I can answer, I do run several channels. The biggest one I run has 12,000 subscribers now. But I learn from creators of all sizes every single day. So, you know, I'm always happy to talk about this stuff, answer anything to the best of my ability, but I also enjoy when everybody shares information with me that they learn, or things you experiment, or things you've tried and found out that you know can benefit everybody. We can share that information here in the chat as well. And that's something that Two Pineapples and I have been talking about lately. We've been talking offline, if you want to call it that, at least once a week, and they've been doing a lot of experimenting lately. If you look at Two Pineapples' channel, you'll find that most often they're running 2 live streams at the same time, which is very interesting, and they are live 24 hours a day, which is another interesting factor. So hopefully everybody will check them out, and there's obviously much to be learned from those creators when you're over there. Blessed Girl Joe, good to see you back in the house. Thanks for coming in. And one more time, that's a look at FaZe Yoda FaZe King. And then TWT, that's an interesting question. So I am in the Niagara Falls area, which is about an hour and a half southwest of Toronto. And for the most part, most of Ontario, Canada, has started to open up. We use a color-coded system where they have different levels, and we know what the colors mean, but like for instance, there's a stay-at-home lockdown order where they just don't want anybody going out at all. It's probably one step away from curfews and stuff like that, but we haven't experienced that at all. Toronto is still in what we call the gray zone, which means nobody can do anything. For the most part, you know what I mean. No haircuts, no restaurants eating inside and things like that. But what they're doing is they're taking different regions and assessing them separately. So there are some areas that have started allowing indoor dining. You can go to a gym if you're lucky enough to get in there. You can You have to make appointments for everything because everybody's dying to get out everywhere. But it's interesting. Be Unique and Beautiful is another fellow Canadian, so that's Corinne's life. You'll have to ask her exactly how things are going in her area. But this is another channel from our dear, dear, dear friend. Corinne's Life is an extremely generous creator. She has several channels, as a matter of fact, now, but this Be Unique and Beautiful is her newest one. She's in here as a moderator. She happens to be a member, of course, as well, but she's been an extremely generous and supportive and loyal and dedicated supporter for Tuber Chat for a long time, and we talk offline as well and share information about different things that we learn, which I'm always happy for everybody to do. Kerno Downtime, good to see you back in the house. Thanks for coming in. And hopefully I haven't missed anybody in the chat. Oh, saw in the news today, Europe going on lockdown again. Oh, a new strain is spreading. Simplistic motivation, yeah, it's really something else. So hopefully everybody's doing what they need to try to stay, you know, healthy and safe as much as everybody can. And while I don't know if we're going to ever see anything we'll be able to call normal anytime in the near future, hopefully things will start to loosen up and become a little more bearable. And okay, Be Unique and Beautiful lives in an area that's not quite hit as hard as like a Toronto area. Toronto's a huge metropolitan city, right? With, you could call it 5 million people. So you can imagine the cases are out of control there. Metrosonic, good to see you here. Thank you for coming in. That's a 14-year veteran of YouTube. Hopefully everybody will connect with them. And they were just doing a driving live stream. Sorry I didn't catch that. I think you started right before I started Tuber Chat. I could be wrong about that, but I think so. I thought I remembered just seeing that while I was setting up. Yeah, Kerno Downtime, touch wood, absolutely. AV Automatic Victory. I was able to catch them. I think it's my first time catching them on a live stream yesterday. And I was happy to catch them. This is a dynamic host. They happen to be talking about some... here we go, right here, as a matter of fact. Oh, maybe I'm wrong. Okay, did I catch them the other day? Maybe I caught them the other day as well. Here's a live stream. Yeah, this is the one that they were talking about, or that I caught, and they were talking about some of the same stuff we're talking about here. Greg Dante's vlog, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. Hopefully you're feeling welcome. We have a lot of dynamic creators in the house. Everybody's willing to connect, so please don't be shy. You can reach out to anybody you'd like to in the chat, and if you take your time, meet people one by one and follow the instructions that you'll find in our video description, you will find yourself with some new friends and family members for your channel in no time. RIP Skeletons Graveyard Explorers, good to see you here. And the other day I actually went out filming with Huntophobia and Reckless Adventure, for those of you who follow any of the channels in the paranormal niche. So they took me along on a investigation, a paranormal investigation. So forgive me for the spoil alert. I'm still here. But so we survived it. But there'll be some good content coming from them soon as well. Hopefully everybody will find that interesting. With 38 subscribers, I'm hoping we can push this channel a little bit farther. I can tell you, like I said, AV Automatic Victory is a dynamic host. Even though they've just been coming through Tuber Chat for the last little while, I've had a good time hanging out with them for the short amount of time that I've been able to. And I look forward to much more. So hopefully everybody will rally around this channel. We'll get them moving. We know that channels that are under 100 subscribers are getting hit the hardest when it comes to the purging and the glitching and stuff that I talk about all the time. And then, so Greg Dante's vlog, we don't do a lot of self-promotion here. So here, everybody is expecting to subscribe to your channel after you subscribe to theirs. What happens here is most of the creators that have been here many times before will not go to a new channel until they see how you interact with everybody first. So if you can, just please, I'm going to leave you a message too. please read our video description. And that will tell you exactly how everything works and how we can actually help. And then sounds like Metrosonic is feeling pretty happy lately, which is great. Mr. Fulton Miraz, thank you for coming in. Thank you for the raid. Mr. Fulton Miraz always shares for us, a very generous creator who's been with Tuber Chat from the beginning and connected to me for even longer than that. If anybody does have the ability to share, whether it's on your community tab or Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Reddit, or any other social network, I'll appreciate that greatly. And of course, if you haven't already given a thumbs up, I'll appreciate that as well. So I did say it's time for me to get some more names onto our wheel. So I'm looking over at my Bautissimo list to see if I can get that happening. Cooking with Tita is coming up. We looked at some of these channels already. Oh, Mr. B and I is in the house. Forgive me, I'm way behind in the chat. I should refresh my page, as a matter of fact. Oh, Past Life Explorer. Interesting to see you here. I just went on my first paranormal investigation the other day, I was just saying, as a matter of fact. That was interesting. Khalid Delicious Food wants me to go for 6 hours. Oh my goodness. Is it possible that that's, why am I missing all this stuff in the chat here? I've got a chat window that seems to be frozen. I'm missing all the activity that's coming through the chat. My goodness. Something's not registering for me. You have to be patient with me. Let's spin the wheel. We'll get another channel up here, and then I'll try to sort out my windows that I got going on here. My computer seems to be lagging on me. Is something glitching? Oh, that's what's happening. Something's glitching here. Oh, I don't even know how to fix that. Uh-oh. Okay, I'm going to try something. I'll be right back. How am I going to get that to stop now? I know what to do. Okay, I don't know if that will stop the noise, but that will stop the alert box from coming up. There's obviously some kind of a glitch. That's all. It's registering super chats from like last week. I don't know what on earth is happening there. So obviously these systems that we use are not absolutely perfect. I haven't seen a glitch like that before. And forgive me, everybody, I'm way behind and completely lost in the chat now. So I'll try to catch up. If anybody's mentioned anything specific that you meant for me to see, just please leave your message again with 3 thumbs up, and I will try to catch it the next time around. As you can see, 2 Pineapples, like I said, is live right now. They've got a 24-hour live stream going. So for those of you who wonder, is it okay if somebody is live and in your live stream at the same time? 2 Pineapples has been doing this for months. So it's absolutely fine. JD Knight 7, good to see you here. Thank you for coming in. Forgive me for not welcoming you earlier. And then other than that, hopefully everybody's doing okay. I hope I haven't missed anybody in the chat. I certainly don't mean to. I fell behind there for a quick second. But hopefully everybody is doing okay. So 2 Pineapples has a lot of dynamic content, but one of the things they've been getting into lately is doing these dual live streams. So right now they've only got 1 going, but you'll often find when you're checking out this channel that they've got a couple happening. And it's very, very interesting to see and to know how that's done. So there's obviously much to be learned from these creators, as well as to be entertained by. But they are out every day filming getting more and more footage for their live streams. And then sometimes live streaming on location too. I've caught them at a waterfall. I've caught them at a beach. So hopefully everybody will rally around this channel. With almost 1,500 subscribers, they're fully monetized. They've got their memberships ready to go and everything else as well. And yes, Khalid, delicious food. I don't know if Khalid delicious food means please care for your throat or please clear your throat, because it might be starting to get awful to listen to. Everybody will have to just forgive me. But we've only got another probably 40 minutes or so to go, so we're okay. But thank you for that. Let's spin the wheel and we'll get another channel happening, and then I'll get a couple more channels on here. Let's get Dine with Faith onto the wheel after. Oh, that's a close one there. Andy Ace Flaw 1. Now I'm going to have to see if he's still here, because he was here for quite some time. And Simplistic Motivation, let's get you onto the wheel as well. And then I will refresh, and I'll see about adding a couple more names in a moment. So we are going to look at Andy Ace Flaw 1. And if he's still here, we'll leave it up. If he's already gone, we'll move on quickly. KK Official, good to see you here. Thank you for coming in. Hopefully you're feeling welcome today. We have a lot of dynamic creators in the house, and everybody here is willing to connect, so please don't be shy. You can reach out to anybody you'd like to in the chat, and if you take your time, meet people one by one, and follow the instructions that you'll find in our video description, you'll find yourself with some new friends and family members for your channel in no time. One more time, everybody, please forgive me. I did go through a little bit of glitching there with my Streamlabs for some reason. I don't know why yet. So if I've missed anything in the chat, I certainly didn't mean to. If you mentioned a question or a comment that you wanted me to see, just please mention it again with 3 thumbs up at the beginning of the message, and it'll help me see it a little bit easier. And then if anybody has the ability to share, whether it's on your community tab or Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Reddit, or any other social network, I'll appreciate that. And if anybody hasn't already given a thumbs up, I'll appreciate those too. KK Official, we don't do any self-promotion here. But what I can ask for you to do is have a quick look at our video description. It describes how everything works, including the wheel here, and how everybody eventually gets added to the wheel, and how we look at channels. It's not just about how long you're here, but how much you're interacting with everybody as well. And then thank you so much. Yes, Khalid Delicious Food. Let's spin one more time. I'm not sure if Andy's still here with us. And then Metrosonic does actually a bunch of different kinds of content on their channel that you can check out. Metrosonic is a 14-year veteran of YouTube. So they're always willing to share their knowledge as well. Cooking with Tita is a brand new connection. They came over to us from Happy Lux, I believe, in our raid that we got earlier from my dear friend. So with 366 subscribers, hopefully we can give this channel a warm welcome and push them a little bit farther on their road to 400. They've obviously got some delicious looking content on their channel, and but you're a new connection for Tuber Chat. So I do not watch videos or subscribe while I live stream. What I'm going to do is take one of your latest videos, this 10-minute one, add it into my watch later list. What that will allow me to do is after the live stream today, I'll go through my watch later list in the next 24 hours. I'll watch your video in the next, I'll watch your video in full in the next 24 hours. I will give you a meaningful, genuine comment related to the content of this Thumbprint Cookies video, and I will give you a thumbs up, subscribe, turn the notification bell on, as I do for all creators, and then I will be connected. Hopefully it will stick, and then hopefully you're subscribed to Tuber Chat as well, and you have our notification bell on so you don't miss our further live streams. We're always here Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday, but the times change so that we can meet different creators from around the world in different time zones. And then Kerno Downtime. So the way that the order goes that I put channels on the screen has to do not only with how long you're here, but how much you're interacting with everybody. And I have a robot that basically controls it. So Bottissimo here keeps track of how active everybody is and how long they've been here. and then that's what I look at when I need names for the wheel, and that determines the order in which they get added. And then Mr. Fulton Mraz lost 10 people today. That's unfortunate. So obviously the purge and the glitch and all that stuff is going strong. Sam's Vlogs Trains and More says they lost a few and got them back. It happens all the time, but one of the most important things, you know, I talk about the idea that we all have to do as much as we can for each other while we're connecting. So you can do everything on your end to make sure that the connections stick. But one of the things that I don't say enough is that you want to scope out the people that you're connecting to before you connect, to kind of make sure they're going to be genuine before you spend the time connecting to them. We never think it's us. So it could be, you know, on your side that the connections are not sticking. If you're losing a lot of subscribers, you want to think about that. But if you know you're doing the full procedure, watching long videos, leaving good comments, turning bells on, giving thumbs up and subscribing and all that stuff, then you might want to just be a little bit less aggressive about connecting with everybody, making sure you have people who you watch are connecting the right way before you connect with them. And, you know, that's something I should probably talk about a lot more so that we can keep the purging and glitching to a minimum. And then, my pleasure, Cooking with Tita, for having your channel up. Let's spin. We'll get another channel up here. Alec Marcus Glasgow, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. Hopefully you're feeling welcome today. And JM Moving Pictures, good to see you here as well. Hopefully you're also feeling welcome. We have a lot of dynamic creators in the house, and everybody's willing to connect. So please don't be shy. You can reach out to anybody you'd like to in the chat. And if you take your time, meet people one by one and follow the instructions that you'll find in our video description, you'll find yourself with some new friends and family members for your channel in no time, if that's what you would like. This is Dine with Faith. Hopefully they're still here in the chat with us. With 32 subscribers, I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther. Now, we know that channels under 100 subscribers are getting hit the hardest by the glitching and purging that I keep talking about. But one of the things that is very, very important, especially for newer creators who have channels that are relatively new and are coming into live streams similar to Tuber Chat for the first time, then what you want to keep in mind is watching videos that are at least 3 minutes long and watching the full video. So better if it's 4, 5, or 6 minutes. Anything I recommend that you do here, I hope you do even more. I hope you go an extra step, go the extra mile, if you want to call it that, for creators. It's very important to do all we can to make sure our connections stick. And that starts with watching a long video, longer than 3 minutes, and then leaving a meaningful, genuine comment of at least a few sentences. I recommend even 3 or 4 sentences. Another thing you can do for creators is add a second video into your watch later list, so that after the live stream, maybe even when you go to bed, you could just let your watch later list run, and for all the creators you connected to that day, you'll be showing YouTube that you cared so much that you went back for a second video already. And then the last thing that I recommend to everybody, especially for channels under 100, is you can leave a comment here on their discussion tab. And hopefully you'll do a better job than I am. You want to leave meaningful comments. Mine, I tend to just rifle through very quickly and say a lot of the same things all the time, especially when I'm here live streaming, but I just want to get through it quickly. But hopefully you'll do a better job than I even recommend, and a better job than I do. Did I not have, did I put Khalid Delicious Food on the screen already? For some reason I don't remember looking at that channel today, but I'm sure I had him on the wheel. Let's look at our list and see what I can do about adding another name or two to the wheel. I'm going to have to see who's still here. Okay, Metrosonic has been with us for a while. Simplistic Motivation is already there. Kerno Downtime has been with us before. JD Knight 7, of course, has been with Tuber Chat from the beginning and probably connected to me for about a year now, even before Tuber Chat had started live streaming. Janetti's Corner, our dear, dear friend. And then I will spin and we'll get some more names in another few moments. Here we go. I might be behind in the chat again, so if anybody's mentioned anything, just please be patient with me. And Khalid Delicious Food, I appreciate all your positivity in the chat. So, Simplistic Motivation, let's have a look at what you have got going on for us today. With 2,500 subscribers, they've got it actually locked in with about 2,510 or so. Hopefully we can push them a little bit farther. And there's obviously much to be learned from this channel as well as entertained by. As you see, some tutorials right away as soon as we get to their channel. How to upload large videos, how to share your screen on StreamYard and stuff like that, which is very cool. Hopefully everybody will rally around this channel. They've been back with Tuber Chat again and again. My birthday is going to be a long, long time from now, Khalid Delicious Food. But thank you for the thought. Oh, Mr. Fulton Mraz, of course. If anybody hasn't already given a thumbs up, I'll appreciate that greatly. And if anybody in the house wants to swap playlists with each other for the purpose of gaining watch hours, please just simply say, I am willing to swap playlists. Other creators should reach out to you. And if you see somebody say that and you're willing, please reach out to them. Everybody's free to make those arrangements independently and individually. If anybody in the house needs me to give detail as to what on earth I'm talking about when I talk about swapping playlists, I'll be happy to go over it. But if everybody, if nobody has any questions about it, you're free to just make those arrangements yourself. And then, like I said, Happy Lux, our dear, dear friend who gave us a raid today, also has a program within his memberships where he helps with watch hours. So that's something to consider as well. And thank you, Mind Your Money. Mind Your Money, forgive me, I haven't got you on the wheel yet. There you go. And let's spin. We'll get another channel up here. And like they say, Motivational Mondays, trending topics, YouTube growth tutorials, uploads 5 to 6 times a week. Unbelievable. If that's the case, hopefully you can keep that up. My goodness. I'm behind posting once a week. Michael's Adventures birthday's coming up. Two Pineapples is willing to swap playlists as well. I know Michael's Adventures is willing, and lots of other creators in the house willing to do that. There's Lil Red and Bunny Tracks. This is the second channel from TWTTV, who has been on the wheel for what feels like an hour already today. But when I show TWTTV, I will mention Lil Red and Bunny Tracks as well. That's a creator with 2 channels. We have lots and lots of creators that come through Tuber Chat that have more than one channel. And it's good news. I'm always happy to see people expanding. One of the thoughts a lot of people might say is like, you know, when do you know it's right to have more than one channel? So unless you start with a specific niche, right? Like, so for instance, Scratch and Pete PA, who's a moderator for us in the chat, very deliberately decided what to do before he did it. His channel is very much niched and targeted. right? Whereas somebody like myself, for instance, I have a personal channel with tons of variety on it. I film anything I can think of and just make all kinds of videos, usually for the purpose of teaching and sometimes motivating, or just going out and doing whatever I want, right? What happens then is if you do a variety channel or something along those lines, you can wait for a little while, try different things, experiment a lot, and when you find something that works for you or something you really enjoy or something that becomes a couple of breakout videos, you might have a hint there as to breaking off into a second channel. My friends from Two Pineapples will recommend to everybody, absolutely make sure you're doing what you love. And then in my own words, you know, YouTube in general can feel like work. It's a lot of overwhelming things that have to be done if you're going to promote on social media, if you're going to do the promoting you need to bring people into your videos and this and that. So it really helps when you're doing something that you love. That's what Two Pineapples does. When you visit their channel, they are absolutely out exploring their area in Hawaii, which happens to be a gorgeous area, and they are just filming things that they would have otherwise gone and wanted to hang out and look at anyway, which is great news. So I'm paraphrasing, of course, but that's something that they've mentioned while we share information between ourselves. So Janetti's Corner is another generous creator. As you can see, she is, first of all, she's willing to swap playlists. Secondly, she does the featured channels collaboration that I haven't talked about yet today, but I talk about it often. What that means is when you feature channels on your front page like this, you're saying to the YouTube algorithm and to your audience that these channels are worthy of being featured by you. And then when some of those channels hopefully feature you in return, they are saying to their audience in the YouTube algorithm that your channel is worthy of being featured by them. So you can imagine the impact that that has both on your audiences and on the YouTube algorithm. So I recommend it for anybody that's willing to do it. It's a great way to trade favors and get a friendship started with another creator. That's where the solid and strong foundation for your channel really comes from. And if you have featured Tuber Chat on your front page, please make sure that I know so I can return the favor, because I absolutely do that with both channels. Janetti's Corner has 436 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push this channel a little bit farther, maybe even beyond 440, and get her moving on the road towards 500. We're going to look at Kerno downtime right now. This is another channel that has been back with Tuber Chat occasionally over the last long while with 208 subscribers. Hopefully we can push them a little bit farther as well. It's been a while since you've been up on the screen, so I'm going to put your notification bell on now. I didn't mean to click your about page if it clicked, but hopefully everybody will help push this channel. We might be able to get them over 210. Blessed Girl Joe, let me get you onto the wheel. And, you know, they've got their 200 nice and locked in, but it's always good if we can push a little bit farther, and we'll get them rolling towards 300. And then thank you, Khalid Delicious Food. Today's going to be 2 hours in total. Look at that luck. Blessed Girl Joe gets picked right away the second I put them onto the wheel. 900 and, or sorry, it's 9:30. I'm just looking at the time here. We've got about 20 minutes to go. Blessed Girl Joe, I hope I've got you featured on our front page. I was just talking about that, and I can't for the life of me remember whether I've already got you. Probably, but I want to make sure that I do, so I'm just making a note for myself to double check that afterwards. Blessed Girl Joe obviously has been back with Tuber Chat again and again, and thank you so much for featuring this channel on your front page like I was just describing. They have got 1,040 or so subscribers. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther and get them rolling on their road to 1,100. Emotion is still hanging out in the chat. Oh, you just got in from work. Oh, thank you. Yeah, I moved the times of the live streams around every week so that we can meet different creators from around the world in different time zones. Tomorrow will be 3 hours earlier than today. Sunday will be 3 hours earlier, and Monday will be 3 hours earlier. And let's think about spinning the wheel. We're going to look at Metrosonic. This is a 14-year veteran of YouTube. We featured this channel right after their 14-year anniversary this past summer, and hopefully everybody will rally around this channel. With 2,700 subscribers, we're hoping we can push them a little bit farther as well. They've got 3,000 on their mind, and it's not going to be too far away. But with that kind of experience here on YouTube, you can bet that there's some to be learned from Metrosonic, as well as entertained by, and hopefully inspired by as well. Other than that, hopefully everybody's doing okay in the chat. And again, if anybody hasn't already given a thumbs up, they really do help the stream, so I'll appreciate it greatly. And we will move right along. Mr. Fulton Mraz. And then Khalid Delicious Food. Yes, my pleasure. Tomorrow might be tough for you, but then it'll get easier as the weekend goes on. Mr. Fulton Mraz, 1,900 subscribers. He's getting very close to 2,000. Hopefully we can push them a little bit farther. Yeah, the How-To Lady, 14 years is quite a long time, and you can imagine the changes that Metrosonic has seen. GM Moving Pictures, thank you for the thumbs up. And hopefully everybody will rally around Mr. Fulton Mraz. They are an extremely generous creator. They share out almost every single Tuber Chat live stream onto their community tab and have been doing that for a long, long time. So you've got a very generous creator here. Oh, and then, yeah, hopefully Sam's Vlogs train some more. I don't know why I had a glitch there with one of my Streamlabs things, but the internet seems to be holding itself together. There was construction in my area last week, but maybe they're not doing it this week, or at least not the same thing. That's the only thing I could think of that was causing trouble last week. We did our first ever stop and restart. I've never restarted a stream before. Last weekend we did it, and it turned out well, so it was okay. So, let's spin and see what's coming up. TWT-TV, look at your luck. My goodness. I wonder if I should jinx it. I can shuffle the names on the wheel, but that might not help. Judalyn Vlog is coming up, and that's Lil Red and Buddy Tracks that I'm referring to there with TWT-TV. They've got 2 channels. Here's Judalyn Vlog. Oh, let's make sure. Yes, of course. I've been connected to Judalyn Vlog for a long time. 813 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push their channel a little bit farther. Jessica Hicks, good to see you here. Thank you for coming in. And hopefully everybody is having a good time meeting new friends and family members. And then thank you, Happy Lux, my dear friend who gave us a raid today. Thank you for the time that you've spent. I'll see you hopefully very soon. Happy Lux runs another live stream. You can see they're in our chat as a moderator here. They run another live stream where you're able to connect with people the same way that you do here in Tuber Chat, and it's a lot more fast-paced. Happy Lux usually has a video game going, music playing. Lots of people love it. Everybody has nice things to say when they visit Happy Lux after you know, after they've been to Tuber Chat, they visit Happy Lux. It's a very upbeat and fast-paced live stream, but he's been a dear friend, responsible for hundreds of our friends and family members when I was first building Tuber Chat, and my personal channel, as a matter of fact. Judalyn vlog, like I said, with 813 subscribers. Hopefully we can push them a little bit farther as well and get them rolling towards the 900 we know they're thinking about. And then I'm looking around to see if we're going to get a cameo appearance here from a background actor. Cats are running around today, but they're not coming close. Happy Lex is intense. He is intense. Yeah. But I always have a good time. I met Happy Lex in another live stream that was similar from Armelda and Amra family, who's another dear friend. And, you know, when I met Happy Lex, he had 10,000 subscribers at the time. But we just, you know, connected and got along right away. And we talk offline often as well, and he's always willing to share information as well. We talk between us about things that we see that work and things that need to change and how to react to the changes that YouTube forces on us and stuff like that. Any tips for increasing watch hours? So Jessica Hicks, one of the things that we do is swap playlists between creators, and I don't know how much you might have heard me talk about that. So it's a simple arrangement where you'll run a playlist of videos for somebody else, they'll run a playlist of your videos. You're not obligated to sit and watch every video or like or comment on them. The more you can do, the better, but you're really only obligated to run the playlist. So you can do it when you work, when you eat, when you go out, when you sleep, or on another device or another window on your computer or something like that. You can imagine that by getting lots of other creators to run a playlist for you over time, your hours are really going to stack up. But the reason why I push it so much, and it still relates to the watch hours, first of all, a secondary benefit is the fact that you are bumping up your averages on percentage of time watched per video, because when somebody runs your playlist, they are essentially watching 100% of every single video in your playlist. So that's a thought, right? And then as well, the reason why I push it the most is because you're trading favors with somebody. And this is a good way to get a friendship started, right? A bond. You'll find yourself favoring people who have done favors for you, and you will find yourself being favored by those you have helped. And you can imagine this is where the strong and solid foundation for your channel comes from. So every time you put out a video, you will have friends who really care about your channel and your success coming to watch your videos, give you comments, likes, views, and all those other things. So that's a thought. And if anybody in the house wants to swap playlists for the purpose of gaining watch hours, you can simply say, I am willing to swap playlists. Other creators should reach out to you. And if you see somebody say that and you're willing, please reach out to them. There are lots and lots of creators here willing to do that. I do it as well. If you want to swap playlists with me, it still benefits channels that are monetized, of course. So you can reach out to me on Instagram. It's all one word, TuberChat, and I'm happy to do that with anybody, especially if it's your first time and you just want me to talk you through it. Okay, thank you so much, Sam's Vlogs, Trains, and More. I'm only going to go another 15 minutes or so. Let's spin the wheel. Mind Your Money has 552 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push this channel as well. One of the things I talk about with this channel and other ones like it, particularly this one because they're here with us so often, is once in a while you find a topic that kind of relates to almost everybody, right? I think everybody needs to look at financial information or healthy eating and lifestyle and things like that. Finances are something that affects us all, and especially these days, we just this week got hit with the news that we're all going to have to be looking after our taxes in a different way if you're living outside the United States. So Mind Your Money is the kind of channel I think everybody can benefit from, and hopefully you'll connect with them. Venom for Life, good to see you here. Thank you for coming back in. They were here at the beginning of the live stream. They've been with TuberChat for a long time. JD Knight 7 has also been with TuberChat from the beginning, probably connected to me for about a year on my personal channel as well. Urbex Paranormal and More, let's get you right onto the wheel. Thank you for coming in. JD Knight 7 has 3,000 subscribers, and it looks like they've got it locked in. And thank you, Emotion, for hanging out. I appreciate always every moment that you spend here. And hopefully we'll see you again soon. The next 3 live streams are going to be 3 hours earlier than the one before it. Tomorrow's at 5 p.m. Eastern, then 2 p.m. on Sunday, and 11 a.m. on Monday, all Eastern times, of course. So hopefully everybody will rally around JD Knight 7. They're another generous creator that often shares for us, especially on Twitter. They're a member of our Twitter list as well. Anybody can be a member of that list. I add you automatically for any time that you tweet or retweet for Tuber Chat. You only have to do it once to be added, and then hopefully you'll connect with the other creators in that list and find lots of outside traffic coming from Twitter for your videos. Let's look at TWTTV, and this is the channel that was recently featured, and I keep talking about the fact that it was long overdue. As a matter of fact, they've been with Tuber Chat for a long time. Finally featured them, and they have a second channel called Lil Red and Bunny Tracks, which is in the chat with us now as well. So I'll give you a quick look at that channel as well before we move on from this, but hopefully everybody will rally around them and connect to them. Anybody's welcome to come into Tuber Chat with more than one channel, as long as you do exactly what TWTTV does. We always treat our channels separately, so they've been able to do that. It actually took me a while to even know that it was 2 channels from the same creator, because they do that so perfectly. And then Cooking with Tita is willing to swap playlists as well. Two weeks earlier than you? I wonder if I understand what you mean, Sam's Vlogs, Trains, and More. Yeah, Sunday and Monday. Monday's quite early. I usually don't do them quite that early, and today I usually don't do them quite this late. But you can see what I mean about how I move the live streams around so that we can meet different creators from around the world in different time zones, right? My analytics tell me that anywhere from 25 to 30% of creators in Tuber Chat are new every week. Lil Red and Bunny Tracks is the second channel from TWTTV. There they are. They've got it on their feature channels right there, and it looks like they might have a third channel as well, as a matter of fact. So you have quite a bit to learn when you connect with that creator. We're going to look at Jessica Hicks next. With 1,190 subscribers, she is getting extremely close towards the 1,200 that we know is on her mind. Hopefully we can push her a little bit farther. And the How To Lady, thank you so much for the kind words. Khalid Delicious Food is willing to swap playlists. I know that for sure. Two Pineapple says they don't think Hawaii has a time zone. It's funny because we end up talking, like I said, about once a week. And what sometimes happens is right at the time that I'm finishing my night is right around the time they're having dinner. It works out perfectly for us. Oh, we're going to do... oh, I see what you mean, Sam. Slogs, Trains, and More. Yes, due to daylight savings time. So our time zone will change. What happens, I don't know where all this happens in the world, but since we have a little bit of a difference in North America, what we do twice a year is change our time. So this year, what will happen is, or this weekend, what will happen is on Saturday night, after we pass midnight and it gets to 2 a.m., we will set our clocks back to 1 a.m. Or is that right? Or are we moving it forward to, I think we're moving it forward to 3 a.m. We're going to lose an hour of sleep. So yeah, it will seem a little bit earlier, and I'm going to have to get used to that as well, because I've been saying Eastern Standard Time, and I think I have to change to Eastern Daylight Time now when I describe to everybody how our live streams are going. But you can look that up, but it doesn't matter. Luckily, YouTube does its thing to show everybody the live streams in their correct time zones, like so you can plan. So thank goodness for that. And Jessica Hicks, hopefully everybody will connect with this channel. Obviously, she's a dynamic host, as you can see, just from the thumbnails and the presentation on this channel. And let's go. Michael's Adventure says, yes, it moves forward. So I'm being silly there, trying to... Yes, spring forward is the way we're supposed to remember that, and fall back is the way that we remember the other. Everybody's reminding me something so simple I can't remember while I'm sitting here yapping about it. But that's okay. Thank you, everybody. Venom. Venom for life. So let's spin the wheel. We'll get another channel up here. And I'm going to move a little bit faster these last couple of channels. This will be the last 3 for today. Forgive me if I've missed anybody, but we're going to head off. I think we're going to head off and do a raid right now on a premiere for just Vlogging Life. Let's get Urbex Paranormal and More. Oh, by the way, Urbex Paranormal and More, I don't know if you were here when I said it, but I actually went out on my first paranormal investigation this week. So spoiler alert, I survived it, but there'll be some interesting content coming from a couple of other creators. It was a 3-way collaboration, as a matter of fact. And let me see what else is happening here. I got a cat scratching some stuff beside me here, so I keep looking over at what they're doing. Urbex Paranormal and More has 884 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther as well and get them rolling towards the 900 that we know is on their mind. They will be at their on the official road to 1K very, very soon. Okay, thank you, Venom for Life. Thanks for that. Lots of jobs content, by the way. Okay, Jessica Hicks. Hopefully, yeah, Jessica Hicks. If you want to reach out to me personally on Instagram, we can swap playlists if you'd like to. It's just Tuber Chat, of course. And hopefully I haven't missed too much in the chat. I fell behind there for a second. Michael's Adventures. They started talking about leaving the time zones alone. We've got one, I don't know if it's an MPP here in Ontario looking at it with the government. I don't know if they'll ever pass something like that. They need too much cooperation from Quebec and from New York to get that to work if they were ever going to stop that around here. Oh, Venom for Life is coming up now. But we're going to look at this channel very, very quickly because they're just taking off now, but that's okay. Venom for Life has been with Tuber Chat for a long, long time with 841 subscribers. They're getting really close. They're also on their road to 900. Hopefully we'll get them onto the official road to 1K very soon. Thank you, the How To Lady, again for your kind words. Thank you, everybody, for the positivity in the chat. And I did promise a couple of things. I'm going to show you a new project that I've been working on. You've seen some links dropped, and there will be a community post as well. Let me get this happening here. I'm just dropping a link there for Tuber Chat Raid, and I will pin that. We can go over to Just Vlogging Life. Just please say Tuber Chat Raid when you get there. We're going to look at JM Moving Pictures as our last channel, and then I'm going to show you the project I've been working on, which is another YouTube channel, which is a to bring out some copyright-free music that everybody can use. Most of you may not know, but I used to be a DJ, so I'm going to try my hand at providing everybody with some music that can be used. And it won't be a lot. It'll be a long time growing a project like that. but you'll be able to see that. We'll look at that in a minute. Life with Rose and Ann, good to see you here. JM Moving Pictures, you're a new connection for Tuber Chat, so I don't watch videos or subscribe while I live stream. What I'm going to do is take one of your latest videos. I'll take this 12-minute one and I will add this into my watch later list. What that will allow me to do is after the live stream today, I'll go through my watch later list and I will watch your video in full. I'll leave you a meaningful, genuine comment related to the content of that video. I will give you a thumbs up, subscribe, turn your notification bell on. And as I do for all creators, that will make us connect and stick. And hopefully you're subscribed to Tuber Chat now as well. And you have our notification bell on so you don't miss our further live streams. We're always here Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. But the time changed so that we can meet different creators from around the world in different time zones. So I'm going to show you this last project here. Thrive Together is already an official music channel. And there's quite a bit of stuff here, just a handful of songs already. In the description are links to show you how you can obtain that stuff in many different ways, including Spotify. It's available on all the music platforms. Of course, you can just rip it for free right off of YouTube, and then hopefully you can use that in your videos if you would like to. But I wanted to show this to everybody. There'll be a community post on our channel already about this, and I will keep everybody updated. I will put new songs out probably every Friday, and you can have a look at those as well. But we'll see how this goes. Like I said, it's going to take a long time to grow, but it's just an experimental project that I wanted to show everybody. So I hope you'll go have a look and give me views, likes, comments, and all that other stuff over there as well. And thank you everybody for the time that you've spent. I'm just going to drop a link for that channel if you want to go have a look at it right now, but I've already pinned a link as well to Just Vlogging Life. Their premiere has just started, and hopefully you'll join me over there for a Tuber Chat raid. Forgive my quick exit. I'm going to leave our chat running for another few minutes so you can clean up your connections if you need to, but you can head over to Just Vlogging Life. They're an extremely generous creator, and you'll see me over there in a couple minutes as well. Thank you, Michael's Adventures, and thank you, everybody, for hanging out. Thank you, Scratch and Pete PA, Be Unique and Beautiful, our wonderful moderators, and thank you, everybody, for the time that you've spent. We'll see you soon.